I don't have a paper bag.
Okay, we are now live. Hello. So this
Hi, YouTube.
is this session 11?
I think it is, because last week was 10.
Was
Or
it?
I think it was. 10
Um,
9.5.
I'm
10.5,
confirming.
and last week was 10.
I'm confirming. Yes, this is 11. Session 11. Last time the party identified the magic items that the party looted from the tomb. I guess technically the kobolds looted from the tomb. And then were taken from their bodies while the guards went off to fetch support to help come secure the tomb. You identified all the items, found some cool stuff. The rest of you then met up the next day. You did a little bit of stuff around, then went to the library to begin investigating the missing person, where you eventually discovered that the book he was reading was a book dedicated to Sun, a goddess of love and beauty. And upon asking the right questions, you discovered that it created a portal that led to the Temple of the Restful Lily, where your party then, after making arrangements and basically setting things up, like paying deposits on storage for the wagon, stuff like that, you then set off through the portal into the temple. Upon arrival, I believe it was Tenzin, with his mind-reading ability, caught on to the fellow at the front desk lying. But he also caught on that there might be some turmoil going on, but he didn't quite get all the details. You guys spoke to Morgana?
I think that was
right.
the name. I remember because that's yeah.
Yes, Morgana, the pale-skinned elf with the dark hair. Yes, and you kind of got that she was trying to kind of just occupy you guys. Make you happy, keep you occupied kind of thing. You didn't catch her in an outward lie, but she definitely knows more than she was saying. And I believe that is where you guys left off.
That sounds about right.
You guys were about to go do something, I believe, because you have 55 minutes of telepathy, and you already have 45 minutes of invisibility left.
Oh, that's right! I forgot I was invisible. I'm so excited.
So just since he's not here, I'm just gonna say that I didn't cast it on Dearden.
Okay, that's fine.
Because, yeah.
We'll just say that
if he was planning to step out or something, then
okay, that sounds good. He intended to, or he came into the entryway after seeing it. He kind of was like, "I'll be outside," and kind of huffed and went outside, which in a little manner that you're not used to with Dearden. He very much does not like this place.
Yep. He didn't want to come in the first place.
So, what are you guys gonna do?
Well, Artie wants to go investigate that tower she saw, and that's what she had said she was planning on doing. So I'm gonna walk her over that direction. And by walk, I mean she's flying very quickly.
Okay.
She can do that.
What is the rest of the party doing?
gonna sit and wait for her to finish her conversation and take us where she said she was gonna take us. Where she last saw what was that guy's name? Falthrax, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Lorax.
Yeah, the Lorax.
Are these ceilings like open to the next room, or are they? Is it solid
There's
walls all the way up?
big open archways.
Well, because that one lady went this way, right?
Yes, this is a door
I'm
here.
just wondering if I could get into that area without going through the door.
No, there's no opening besides the door.
Yeah, I'm sort of like, just waiting, because she said she'd take us where he was last seen, but couldn't because these are like paying customers, and she needed to attend to them. And so I'm sitting at the end of the bar waiting for her to hold up her end of the promise.
Perfect.
Okay. I think you'd already done a perception on the tower.
I probably did. I just,
You had seen an old dragonborn, I believe, was sweeping the entryway.
I do remember that. Okay, good to know.
Do you want to use that? Since you rolled that, do you want to use that for another window?
Sure, I'll use a different window. Actually, I wanted to fly up and see if there were any upper windows, because I don't have to worry about height restrictions.
Yep, there is 2 more floors.
Can you move my character to a point where I can peek inside of another window on a different floor? I don't know if you have a map for it.
I do.
Or if you can just describe it.
I do have another map for it. It's not on another map, but it is on...
I'm assuming it's a different section of this map.
Yes.
Well, something.
So
there's all this black space to the side here.
Yes. Yes. So with a 10, you actually are unable to see through the stained glass of the second floor.
Well, dagnabbit, that makes sense.
If you would like to make a check for the third floor, you're welcome to.
Absolutely.
19.
Heck yeah.
Okay, let me find out where that is so I can give you the description. And then I will drag and drop you right here. Can you see inside?
Holy fuckaroni, I'm tiny. I'm super far. I had to zoom out to find myself, but I found myself, yes.
Can you see inside the circle?
I cannot see inside of it, no.
Let me check.
You'll have to give me a crack to look through.
Give me just a second. Let me look at the... Oh, I just fully circled. Okay. I see what happened. Okay.
Didn't expect any of us to be looking through windows. On the 4th floor. Or second, 3rd floor. Whatever floor number that is. It's still so funny to me, Miette, that you have Lunara written as one of your names in Discord.
Oops.
I mean, it's fine. It's just that's the name of the goddess one of my other characters worships.
Really?
Yep.
I honestly didn't know that there was a place in Dan's world named Lunaria before I made the character.
Lol, beautiful.
Yeah, it was great.
For me, this other campaign I play in, I have a moon druid, and Lunara is the name of the moon goddess. So I'm a moon druid who worships the moon goddess. Very thematic. I like thematic characters.
That's right. Worship me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to drop you inside. Don't move around.
Okay.
Right there.
That is kind of the easiest option. Oh, lovely. Oh, beautiful.
Okay. So you can kind of catch the smell from the window. There's a few little like slivers in the window that are not completely sealed. And a kind of putrid scent comes out. What was once probably looking through like one of the pieces of glass that happens to be clear. You see what might once have been an elegant bedroom, but has long been soiled and ruined. Murals of Soon that line the walls have been defaced with dirt and filth. 3 beds are covered in moldy blankets and animal furs, including one topped by a canopy of giant bones and reeking untanned hides. There's crates scattered throughout the room, like furniture, holding broken weapons, moldering clothing, and other odd objects.
I'm, of course, describing this, what I'm seeing to them telepathically. I'm describing it out to them, so they would be at least aware that I found a place where they're very clearly desecrating the goddess this place is dedicated to. Guys,
Is there any sign of what's his name?
did you want me to try and go inside? Because I probably could.
That's up to you to take that risk.
She's going to go to the very top of the window. She's going to find one of the small pieces of stained glass that is small enough that if she breaks in this one piece of glass, she should be able to slip through, which can be a very, very small piece. And she's going to use her fancy majig tool, her artificer tool, to actually just pry the piece of glass out because she has glass blowing proficiency.
Okay. Go ahead and make a dexterity check.
Can I do dex tools check?
Yes, that's fine.
Really? Well, I got a 10 at least.
Okay, cool. We'll resolve that in a sec.
Okay.
So in the time that Artie is gone, you guys watch the lady that was up here doing at the pedicure manicure station go back behind the bar and into the back room. And a few minutes, like a minute or so later, you see a lady and a dog come out. The dog is she has her hand on the dog and is kind of guiding her. She wears a veil over her eyes, so as far as you can assume, she might be blind. That is what she looks like. Let me read you her description a little better.
Captain Planet hair.
Her name is Captain Planet.
She is a wood elf. There's a delicate white veil across her eyes. And she's got a very, she kind of just, has this pleasant sing-song energy about her. And she kind of has, a little giggle that she just kind of, she's happy.
Like giddy happy or just pleasant?
Pleasant giddy. And then this is her dog.
It's her dog, Boston.
I mean, that seems like a great name.
Very popular dog name in this world.
And the dog leads her out into the area. And she begins to move around like she's going to go about the place. Are you guys doing anything?
Yeah, what would I have to roll to deduce if she's actually blind or not?
Feel like that's a
let me reword that. What would I have to roll to deduce if she can actually see, not necessarily through her eyes, or through other means? Is there anything that I can roll to sort of deduce if she can see, whether it's with her eyes or other means.
Roll an insight.
You're looking to see if it's a red herring.
Basically.
While he's doing that, because I was already thinking of going through this door, when she came out, did I see anything
Make a
in that
perception.
room?
16 insight, by the way.
Okay.
Ooh, fuck
saw
that.
nothing.
I'm using a. Actually, mine, that's a 1.
You didn't use one of your dice.
No, I mean it's a 1, so it doesn't matter.
Well, you can't natural fail skill checks.
There are
That's
some
only
DMs
attack
that
rolls.
homebrew that you
Oh.
can, but as rules is written, yeah, you don't fail
Yeah,
automatically.
I'll try and add a D8.
Because
Oh, that's.
okay.
I'm guessing that doesn't use up my dice.
What?
You can surmise that it's some kind of kitchen. By the quick glance you get, but yeah, no, you don't really get much more than that.
What the luck there is just non-existent.
Mm-hmm.
No,
A
it's
natural
there.
1 on a 20 and a natural 1 on a D8.
The luck is there. It's just bad luck.
Yeah.
Okay. Tenzin.
I don't have advantage on insight for anything, do I?
No.
Is she a fish? Yes or no?
Lol.
The elf that you had talked to, Morgan, kind of shares a gaze with her. But you can't really tell if she shares the gaze back.
So the supposedly blind lady gives a gaze to Morgana, or Morgana gives a
Morgana
gaze to...
gives a gaze to the
Okay.
lady that just walked out, but you can't tell if she kind of reacted to it or not.
Okay. Noted.
What kind of gaze? Question mark?
It's kind of almost like there's a question or an acknowledgement that she's looking for.
Oh, so she looked at her with some sort of expectation of acknowledgement?
Kind of.
Okay.
Morgana did?
Was she looking to check something?
Morgana was checking for something. Is what is the best description of what I can say. She looked like she might be expecting something.
Was it like she glanced up, saw it was the wrong person, and then looked away? Kind of situation? Or was it actually this person she was looking for? Sorry, I know I'm not there. I'm just asking questions.
That's the question that I was trying to formulate, but couldn't get out. That was much more eloquent than what I was to say.
It definitely seemed like the intended person of her gaze.
Okay.
And I
so
assume
it wasn't
looking at the dog.
It wasn't I see someone moving. No, that's not. It was there you are kind of gaze.
Okay.
She's not looking at the dog.
She acknowledged her with her gaze.
Got it. I forward that to the group. Say there's a woman being led by a dog, presumably blind. But Morgana just looked at her and sort of gave her a look of acknowledgement, like she was expecting this.
Why would anyone have a blind dog lead them around? That makes no sense.
No,
the
woman is blind. The dog is not.
She's giggling. Much giggling. You get the feeling she absolutely was just fucking with you.
Tenzin doesn't understand what's funny about blindness. I guess I'll just sort of stay observing, and I'll give it like another like. How long has it been since like she first like told us that like I have to like take care of these patrons?
I'm with a customer.
It's only been a couple minutes.
Yeah, I'll wait like a total of like half an hour.
Okay.
But before I go over, honestly, half an hour even feels long.
Oh
What's
man,
this
I can
lady
get so
doing?
much done in half an hour. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, what's the blind lady doing? Other than
She's moving through the room. I had her stop there so we could jump back to Artie and do a little bit with Artie.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, my plan sort of like throughout this, I'm gonna wait. Yeah, like a total of half an hour from when she first told me to sit down, and then I'm sort of gonna get like, I'm just gonna insist that she takes me, so we can get out of her hair as quickly as possible.
Just for player knowledge, Pasha is totally waiting in the lobby just in case a distraction is needed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, so she'll just be chilling in the laundry, discussing daily
socks?
routines with Bastin as though she's like going to get them with him.
Not
I
gonna
will
lie, I am a
say,
little sad that we don't actually get to like enjoy the spa here.
I know, right? Sad.
would have been nice if it weren't for the telepathic detective.
Get
I
that
mean,
cute little duck.
So I will tell Pasha like I'm fine with like you being out there, but when it's time to like go searching, I don't want to just do it by myself.
Okay, just like
Especially considering these two flying people are staying out of. They're staying inconspicuous.
yeah, just send me a mind
Yep.
message.
We've got this for an hour, right? We have like the group chat for an hour.
Yeah, and I can extend it if I need to.
Okay.
Nico has just been, for now, he's just kind of watching over you guys just to make sure nothing goes down.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also watching this lady now just to see what she's up to. And if need be, he will follow her and he'll share that with you.
Okay. Okay, so Artie,
yeah.
you begin to work at the glass on the pane.
Honestly, she's not that worried. If it breaks, she'll just shrug it and be
Yeah.
like, whatever.
It does break.
I figured it would with that roll.
Yeah,
But it's just one small tiny piece of glass is much better than breaking through a whole window.
And it is only like the glass is only broken in half, but it does pop out after it breaks.
Perfect.
So it's not like you shattered it.
She's gonna go into the room. Now may I move around?
Yes.
Excellent. So she is going to. She's still invisible. I can't cast a spell while invisible, even if it's a non-combat spell. Shit. Okay. Yeah, any spell. Okay. Well, all right. So I'm going to go around and look. Can I do investigation and arcana checks?
Sure. Go ahead and roll investigation first. 26.
26.
Okay.
Nice roll.
Become a smart character.
You spot a glyph scratched on the floor in the entryway to the tower.
Okay.
You'll have to do an arcana to identify it, but you definitely know it's magical.
16 or 25 if you want to give me advantage for no apparent reason.
You notice that it is a glyph of warding. That seems to be laden with some kind of acid magic.
The wrong person steps up these stairs, they're gonna get splashed with acid. As someone who is proficient in all sorts of shit, can I try and... You know what? Never mind. I'm not even going to worry about it, because chances of us needing to step on there is relatively slim. I'll just make sure that everyone is aware that there is, in fact, at the top of the 3rd flight of stairs, or on the 3rd floor, at the top of the stairs, is a glyph with acid. Don't touch it. That's what she tells the team.
Okay. It fills the entire doorway, so you would have to step on it to get through.
Right. Unless you're, like me.
Fire.
Huh? A flyer, yeah. Unless you're coming through the window, like I did. I'm on the 3rd floor! Yeah, I am. Sorry. Anyway, were there any other doors or offshoots?
There's only the central spiral staircase back down.
Wait. Can I tell if there are, does this room look like dark rituals are happening in this room? Because it definitely feels like a room where dark rituals are happening.
With your rolls, this room appears to be just a bed chamber of some kind. It's definitely been defiled, but you can't tell any rituals have been performed in this room.
Okay, and is this a cage?
There are some cages, yes.
Anything inside those cages?
Nope. The crates are full of weapons, clothing, other personal effects, tools, letters, trinkets, and much more.
Okay.
With your investigation, it seems like most of this stuff seems to have been collected, almost kind of like souvenirs.
Can I make any sort of knowledge check to see if I've heard of anything, see if this sounds familiar from all of my medi books I've read? If there's any cult or group particularly that hates this one god?
Go ahead and make a religion check.
Religion. 13, best number.
13. Nothing that strikes up this. This doesn't seem to be it seems weird, it doesn't mesh up. It doesn't seem to mesh with anything that you've read or heard.
Okay. I will mention this telepathically to the group. And then I will continue down to the 2nd floor.
You do find on this floor, amongst the stuff, there is a leather scroll case with a spell scroll in it.
Yoink. Spell scroll. At a glance, can I just roll to see if I can tell what spell it is?
Go ahead.
I rolled Arcana, 20.
Looking it over, the spell is clairvoyance.
Oh, shit. Scroll of clairvoyance.
Okay.
Excellent. Well, I'll pocket that, and then if there's anything else lootable in the room worth actually taking, otherwise I'll go downstairs.
Okay. Let me drop you on the next level. Okay.
All right, and I'm just going to move 1 square at a time.
Okay, stop there for a second. Let me describe it to you.
Yep.
This one is 16. Okay. A dank scent fills the air in this well-used kitchen. 3 tables stand in the room, one of which is covered in various vegetables, strange-looking cuts of meat. A wood stove burns brightly against the far wall, and a statue of a winged elf stands in the corner, its face carved into an open-mouthed smile. An elderly dwarf stands before the stove, his hands trembling as he tries to lift a heavy iron pot. That is the dwarf you
Okay.
see. Except he's a lot older than that picture. Sorry.
And this statue, do I recognize it as specific iconography?
No.
Okay. And the dwarf, I assume, has not noticed me in my invisible state.
He has not, no.
Okay. She's gonna keep flying around and come look at the... You said these were meats, I assume?
There's meat and vegetables and stuff like he's preparing meals. This dwarf is preparing meals.
Okay. Does any of this seem suspicious? Can I roll for suspicious?
Sure.
What would you like me to roll? Insight?
An investigation.
I'm so down for that. 15.
15. This actually just looks like a kitchen.
Hmm.
There's not too much going on here.
This a door?
That is a door.
I go over it. Am I able to peek through the door at all? Either like under the door, keyhole, or a gap in the door, anything like that?
Pick high or low.
Low. Yeah.
There is a keyhole.
Cool. I would like to peek through it and see what I see.
Okay. From what you can see, you see that this room has, hold on, this is there, sorry. This appears to be another bedchamber of sorts. Piles of straw and moth-eaten blankets have been set up in this area as rough beds. The broken furniture and garbage is scattered around in contrast to the squalor. 4 fine paintings hang along the curved outer wall. Each one is hauntingly beautiful, but also strangely unnerving to look upon. You recognize the description of one of the paintings as the man you're looking for.
Interesting. I would like to get into this room. Can I slip through, or do I have to actually get open the door?
You'll have to actually open the door.
All right. I'm going to knock on the door and see if bolt away and wait for the dude to come look at the door and see how he interacts with the door.
So you're knocking loud?
Loud enough that the dwarf will recognize that there was knocking on the door.
Okay. He'll glance around, strangely. Let me figure out something.
Now, part of what she's doing, and this might help you understand or come up with an answer, is he being spooked by the fact that there's knocking coming from this door where there's nobody on the other side of it? Or does he just seem confused? Is he spooked or confused?
He seems a little confused, and you see him actually walk over to the staircase, and you hear him holler, "Gorbra, was that you down there?" And then a minute later, you hear a voice call back up. No, that's not. I don't know what you're hearing up there. And then he'll be like, okay, and then he'll just go back to work.
While he's over at the staircase, she's gonna crack the door open just enough to slip into the room.
Okay.
And then close it quietly behind her.
Yeah.
And I will make a check if you want.
It is not locked. But yeah, make a stealth check.
I have advantage because of my armor, but also I'm invisible, so like double advantage.
Good thing you had advantage.
I had advantage.
Okay. The door slides open and you slip in.
Quiet as a mouse. You all hear it in your head. She's singing her own theme music in your head, by the way.
So the paintings are these things all around the room here.
Just
Okay.
nonstop in our heads.
We're gonna take a pause for a second and jump over to the others.
Okay.
Dan.
Yes.
This key thing. So
Yes.
the way it's worded, it says I can cast one of the following spells. Blah blah blah. Once a spell has been cast using the key, it can't be used to cast that spell again. So I can cast every spell every day. Is that?
Yep.
Yes. It's an insanely powerful magical item. Congrats.
Fuck.
Right?
Yeah. You get to cast them each
Yeah.
once.
I thought it was one of them.
Nope.
That's okay.
Yeah.
No.
Right?
Also, for some reason, I can see everything now. I don't know what happened.
Lol.
You can see everything?
Yeah, my internet like reset itself, and there's no
shading, no darkness,
no black. Yeah.
no fog of war.
Weird.
Mm-hmm.
Try refreshing.
No spoilers. If you see anything that we're not supposed to, obviously.
Okay, I think it's back.
It's back to normal. Okay.
Yeah, okay. I don't know what the hell just happened.
It was probably
like-
just some glitch.
Yeah, like my screen refreshed, and it's like, oh, I can see everything. That's nice.
Okay.
Where's Falthrax? Just tell us.
I don't know what he looks like.
The gods gave you a message, dude.
Let me just tell you that this guy is a clone.
Well,
Somebody else had the same icon. That's all
I like it. They
Yeah.
must be clones.
I did the workers. I just had a couple copies.
Yeah,
of the
I
same thing.
figured it was just a generic person. I thought that was funny. I'm like, oh my god, he's a twin.
I like to think that you just had this mental mini-map ping for just a second, and then by the time you paid attention to it, it was gone, and it was just your internet reconnecting.
Okay. This person is going to get led with her dog. And she's gonna go out of into the entrance hallway and across the way to the outside courtyard over here. Is anything happening while you guys are doing that?
Yeah, I said I think I was gonna be following her just to keep an eye on her.
Okay. You're more than welcome to.
So I will stealth my way across to over here.
Just go ahead and roll stealth check for me.
Hello? Are you gonna roll? What was it doing?
It's because you had to refresh. You probably have to
Oh,
refresh
damn it.
again.
Okay, there it goes.
Aha!
26.
Sir, I don't think you're nearly stealthy enough.
Okay, I'll roll it again.
Okay.
Plus 10 to stealth.
Could I cast Pass Without a Trace on myself, just in case?
Yeah.
Lol.
So, are you flying outside into the courtyard?
I'm just perching up somewhere in this archway so that I can see what
Okay.
she's up to over
Okay.
here.
She's going to move across to this other lady over here, which I will share her picture with you. Another elf.
Elves in this place. Silly people. Also, I'm excited the ferry is coming out of UA, but I have no idea what changes they made to it. So, question marks.
Yeah, we'll find out soon. The book's releasing in the next month or so.
Yeah.
Oh, that means I'm also Because I think this is UA, isn't it? Alkin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or Alfolk, whatever.
So we'll just
So we're both archived.
Yeah.
we'll just see what's going on when it releases.
Is she speaking to them?
You make a perception.
Actually, can I get into this tree over here to get close enough to
Sure.
hear whatever they're saying?
That's fine. Get over there and then
Is
go
the
ahead and make a
26 high enough?
make a perception.
And here's where you get a terrible perception check. But you have advantage, don't you? Because you're an owl.
No, I'm just proficient.
Gotcha.
22.
So 22. Okay. Okay, so the one with the dog walks up and goes, Aziras? I think that's how you pronounce it. Let me share the name.
Or is it Azarus? Like Lazarus without an L.
I shared it in notes.
Azirsa?
Azirsa?
I don't know. It's your character.
It's like Arizona, but Azursa.
Azirsa. Morgana says we have interlopers who are too curious and are not here for the spa.
The BBEG.
Yeah, my inclination was correct. I just didn't want to speak on it too early. I thought she was sending telepathic messages to that blind lady.
Mm-hmm.
I will relay what she said to her.
Ooh, there's this spell called Find Familiar that allows you to see through the eyes of your familiar. Be careful of that dog. It might be more than just a puppy dog. I must guarantee you it is if she's really... I mean, if she's the one who put the arcane sigil down, I would not be surprised if she has special control over her dog.
Nice. Okay. So they have a little hushed conversation, be like, we'll deal with them in a little bit, is what she replies back.
Insight check.
Go for it.
What does that mean? Jesus, I'm adding a D8 to that. Fuck that.
12?
12.
You assume they'll
Manicures for everyone. Woo!
Lol.
They're giving us what?
because
Manicures? Is that what you said?
I don't think you pass the DC, so you don't end up using that dice.
Oh.
Sure. So you believe that she means that they'll come talk to you and just deal with your questions
On the up and up.
On the up and up, I think.
I mean,
it's a little
I think
suspicious.
Nico would go the other way, honestly.
Default to suspicious.
Nico is suspicious of everyone.
Yeah.
Like, he immediately thinks they're gonna kill him.
Okay. You could. Yeah, you're welcome to. Yeah. There's nothing suspicious about this conversation to you. You're not picking up on any hostility or anything.
It's like, oh, I'll deal with them in a bit.
It's kind of like they're just kind of like brushing it off, like, okay, sure.
He's still skeptical.
Yes, but like,
skeptical.
Yeah.
What's this person doing in the meantime? Do they even care?
They're doing like jumping jacks and push-ups, and that was being led by this lady out here.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and that's where that's at right now. Let's jump back over to Artie.
He would
Oh, hi.
pass that message on to everyone that
Okay.
we
As
are
soon as you say
going
the word
to
interlopers, Artie's
deal
like,
with this.
interlopers. She likes the word interlopers. She thinks it's a good word.
Okay.
Cool. I'm going to investigate this room.
Okay.
And then can you also point me in the direction of where this picture is? Which painting it is? Or put a
It's
marker?
this one here.
Oh. This one. Okay. So she is going to investigate the whole room, but then she's going to come up to the painting. And she's going to, like really, really look at this painting. And, like, try and determine when it was painted. If this is, like, fresh paint, old paint. If it looks like it has been, if there's any, like, notations, any of that stuff.
Okay. With your basic investigation of the room, there's not a whole lot. It's pretty ragged, barren, just trash and squalor, and whoever sleeps in here is not sleeping comfortably.
Mm-hmm.
The paintings on the wall just seem off in such a filthy room because they are gorgeous paintings. One is of a brawny female golden-scaled dragonborn warrior engaged in battle.
Mm.
Another is a tall male tiefling with sparkling violet eyes wearing many fine jewels. Another is a youthful male shield dwarf dancing at a feast. This is the one that you recognize as Falthrex. And then there is a radiant female moon elf gazing upon her own reflection.
Interesting. I describe each of these, and I go up to the team, but then I go up to the one that looks like our dwarf friend.
Who was the one that rolled the really high religion check last time to know about the temple?
I think it was me.
Okay.
I think it was.
I remember you telling me stuff.
Okay. Cool.
I rolled a 12 religion last episode. I rolled a 16 religion.
I can't see it.
There was a...
Oh,
yeah.
21. I rolled a 21 religion.
Go ahead and make an insight check, Spoopy. Artie.
Insight check. 18.
There's something familiar about that dwarf in the other room that makes you think about this painting of Falthrex.
I'm gonna go back into the other room. I'm just gonna swing the door open, not even... almost like practically forgetting that I'm invisible.
Okay.
I'm gonna open the door and be like, "Hey, Falthrex, is that you?"
He'll
Still completely invisible,
look
though.
around. He'll look around and be like, "Who's there? How do you know my name?"
Oh, I was just sent from the city. Some people were worried about you. Are you here by choice? I say. I've gotten really close to him at this point. I'm kind of slowly circling above his head, changing the direction my voice is coming from frequently, so I'm like, he can't pinpoint where I'm at.
As you're doing that, you notice the statue in the corner begins to move.
And then I stop, and I go very straight up to the ceiling, and I look at it.
Uh-oh.
It begins to walk around the room. It appears to be some kind of gargoyle.
Okay. I mentioned I
Like the
relay.
gargoyle from the temple.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
relay
okay.
this. And I stop talking. And I'm just gonna, like, very quietly hover near the ceiling and just be very quiet and watch it and wait for it to see what it does.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
Triple advantage. Or just a natural 20.
Jesus.
Cool.
I was joking about the triple advantage, and it was still a nat 20.
Okay.
Um,
I'm going to just start saying triple advantage before I roll things.
Well, triple advantage is a mechanic that is allowed in our other game on my Saturday game, because the DM lets advantages stack. So if you have like 3 different reasons to have advantage, you can literally get up to triple advantage. It's pretty gross.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry.
That's
Yes.
fine. Okay. The gargoyle will approach him and kind of like stare at him for a sec. We'll then we'll go around the room. It'll look in the room, close the door, and then head back to its spot and sit still again.
I telepathically relay this to my party.
It doesn't
then-
sound like he's here willingly.
And then I'm gonna get real close to him and whisper, "Don't react like you can." I'm gonna say it out loud, but character whisper. "Don't react like you can actually hear me. Are you here against your will? If so, have a coughing fit now."
He'll start coughing.
Okay. I will relay that. I found our dwarf and confirmed he seems to be here against his will.
He looks a lot older than the description you were given.
He looks a lot older than the description. Like, a lot older. Like, they're probably
Did you tell us that you saw that painting?
Oh yeah, she
Mhm.
described all of the paint. Everything that he has described, just assume she's
Okay.
describing it.
I'm saying,
Tell
how did he look more like himself in the painting?
He looked
Or are we
exactly like
assuming-
the painting looked exactly like the description that you were given,
Does
except maybe a little younger.
I think. Go ahead.
I'm gonna wait until he picks something up. So he's just got something in his hands, and I'm gonna whisper, "If that painting in the other room is important, drop the item you're holding now. Like, accidentally fumble the item you're holding now."
He will okay, he picks up a pan and he bangs it against the edge of the stove and slops it onto the ground. And where he then hoists it back up and puts it into the stove.
Okay. If I need to destroy it, go over to the meat. If I need to keep it safe, go over to the vegetables. I'm giving him a way of communicating without, without making him talk out loud, because this thing was sound activated, it seemed.
He'll say out loud, "I don't know what ingredient to put in," as if he's kind of talking to himself.
Did the painting... Was there a dark ritual involving the painting? If so, go towards the meat.
He'll go pick up a piece of meat.
Of course, I'm relaying all of the question and answers. Was the ritual performed in this tower? If so, add the meat to the food.
I will also say, Artie, how much time left do you have on your invisibility? And
it's only been a few minutes since she came in here, really.
okay.
We're gonna say probably you've used about 10.
Okay. perfect. I was
Okay.
thinking 10, 15, somewhere in there seems right. So I'm
So
at half an hour.
we have more telepathy than we do
Invisibility.
invisibility. So
Yeah.
I was just wanting to keep track of time because
Yep. That's
finding this person and then losing invisibility could be the worst scenario.
I'm small enough I could probably hide
True.
pretty aptly, at least in a place like this.
I was worried that, well, I mean, out of character, are we worried that his aging doesn't have anything to do with the painting, but is just a matter of like where we are right now? Because I didn't recognize any of the plants or anything.
Oh.
I don't think anybody knows where we are. And if time here works differently, this is DJ out of character. This isn't
No.
Tenzin, because I don't think Tenzin would know any of this.
That's actually
All the-
one of the questions that I have already, like, I have a list of questions to ask
Oh, okay.
him. Like, how long have you been here? And she's gonna set up a chart. Like, throughout the questioning, it's going to be yes is meat, no is vegetables, and if she asks a number, she'll be like, how many have you been here for days, weeks, or years?
I was going to say, you've been missing from the city for 2 weeks.
Right.
Has it been longer than that for you, yes or no?
See, perfect. Excellent. She'll do that. She'll ask that question. And no is adding meat to the pot, and yes is adding meat to the pot, no is adding vegetables to the pot. I don't suspect this food is going to be terribly delicious. And I don't know, or I need a different question, is adding spices to the pot. Okay, Dan?
Yeah, just a sec.
Mm-hmm.
I'm reading something.
Whew. If we can get out of this unscathed, DJ is going to be happy.
Okay, so what are you asking?
So what I was asking was so meat equals yes. So if he's answering yes, he puts meat in. No is going to be vegetables, which I'm trying to do a thing here. No equals veggies, and then ask a diff question is spices. So if he says like that if he adds spices, then I know I need to ask a different probing question. Does that make sense?
Okay. Cool.
Make that one orangey. Perfect. There's my little cheat sheet. So, what I'm going to say is you've been missing from town, or you disappeared 2 weeks ago. Has it been longer than 2 weeks for you here?
He'll get veggies.
Did they magically age you?
He'll grab a piece of meat.
Did they siphon your age and vitality to give it to other people here? Is that the whole purpose of their shit here? Is that what this is? It's just some sort of like siphoning life from people's bullshit scam?
He
I
grabbed
mean,
some
you know.
spices. He put some spice in the pot. He doesn't know the answer to that question.
Yeah, I figured.
And how old are all of the other people here? Like all these elves that are running it?
They look to be they're pretty. Here, I'll share an image.
We're talking the approximate age of, like...
You all can see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Those are the 3 elves that seem to be in charge.
So visually they appear 30. Age-wise, we have no idea how old they are, because they're elves.
Yeah.
Man, if only that's how I could look when I was 30.
Mm-hmm.
You want to look like a female elf?
If you try to
Um,
leave, is that angel statue going to stop you?
BRB.
He'll take a piece of meat.
Dragonborn downstairs, is he in the same situation you are?
Piece of meat.
You said there was a picture of a dragonborn too, right?
Mm-hmm. Actually, the
Does it look
dragonborn from
like-
that painting. I'm gonna fly downstairs real quick and get a look at the dragonborn. Is it the same guy?
Make a investigation.
Natural 20?
Oh
Yes.
man, the
28.
rolls from you tonight. Are you kidding me? Hold on.
Apparently.
1, 2.
Like, let me check your social security card.
Okay.
Yep, same guy.
God, 2 20s.
Yeah, no.
Hey,
It's the dragonborn from the painting.
do you know where the others from the other paintings are?
He picks up a piece of meat and then goes and picks up a vegetable.
You know where some of them are?
He picks up meat.
Is it in this building? Or it being the place they did the ritual that stole your vitality? Did that happen here? In this building?
He picks up a piece of meat and then he goes and picks up a vegetable as well. But he picked up the meat first.
So, yes, it's in this building, but no, it's not in this building.
He kind of seems
If you whisper very quietly under your breath, I can probably hear you. Don't freak out. There's going to be a very small person very close to your head. I'm going to get real close to your face, in your beard. Don't freak out.
Okay.
And I'll go nuzzle up and I'll tap him twice to indicate that I'm there and that he can now speak.
Okay. He'll be like very quietly. Let me roll his stealth real quick to see how.
Can I help him?
Oh man, I don't have. Let me find this.
Can we say I'm giving him advantage because I'm coming up with this very sneaky communication method? One of the best things about Artie flying is she doesn't actually have to flap any wings, which means there's no noise, no nothing. She can literally just sit completely still in the air. It's great.
Okay. He'll begin talking when the gargoyle will start moving again. Or no, actually no. He just does not talk very quietly. He'll be like, the painting was made here when I when I decided I wanted to undo it. My life was taken. I aged. But at
When you
first,
decided to undo what?
I accepted treatment from the patrons, the owners of this temple, in order to revive myself to my youthful self, to a youthful state.
They gave you youth, but you asked to go back to being older, and so they made you super old.
I made a deal. They created the painting, and I was returned to my youthful self, but it didn't make me feel better. And I decided that I wanted to go back to the way I was. So I asked them to reverse the magic. And when I asked, I was aged to the point of this crippled old man.
Well, that's kind of shitty. You do not go to the top of the stairs because there is a sigil that'll blow you up with poison damage.
I'm not allowed to travel up and down the stairs.
I kind of figured. Let's see if I can do something about that. I telepathically have, of course, been in communication with my team this whole time. Can you tell me where the actual ritual took place?
I believe it was the other room on the first floor.
First floor, other room. Excellent. I'm not here alone, and we're working on getting you out. And just keep playing along for now, and I will be back when I can be.
Are we hearing this conversation as well, or at least her side of it?
I like to think I'm narrating for you. I'm giving responses.
Relaying.
I ask Artie, I'm like, are you able to I don't want to be too metagamey here, but I just want to say, can you cast detect magic on that goddamn painting?
Well, actually, part of the thing that she was gonna say is I can't stay invisible for much longer, and I don't have it in me to cast it again. As soon as I cast any other spells, I'm gonna lose it. So I'll lose the invisibility if I cast anything else. So I want to get as much invisibility time as possible, and then I'll cast Detect Magic and Identify and whatever you want on that painting. My vote is we just get this guy, we get the paintings, and we leave. I mean, we get everyone and the paintings, and we leave, and let powerful people sort out the aging magic, because aging magic is beyond what Artie personally can deal with right now, at least as far as she knows. She's totally interested in learning about it, but, you know.
Should we just grab him and the painting and depart?
Thinking about it, I ask him, are you allowed to go into the room with the paintings?
That is where I sleep.
Oh, perfect. Is there does the gargoyle go in there when you go in there?
They do not.
Sweet, let's go in there. Are you allowed to go in there now?
It would be weird for me to go in there now. He might follow.
Do you have like a break time you're allowed to like just chill and do nothing? This job is the worst. They should at least give you a break.
From what I've learned, I have to remain in the kitchen here.
Well, shit. Well, I'm gonna go back in the other room. If you want to run in there, quickly grab something and come back out, that way I don't have to open the door myself. Like, I don't know if you have, like, a rag or something, or like a fresh pair of socks. I don't know. That was kind of a gross room, so I don't know what you would have in there that you could grab. I just want you to open the door so it doesn't look as suspicious.
Okay. He'll be like, I might be able to do that. And he'll like very slowly hobble over. And you realize that he is old. He can hardly move. He's been having a hard time moving around the room.
Never mind. I'll get the door myself. Don't worry.
Okay. He'll nod.
He's going to very, 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 very slowly crack the door open just the tiniest bit.
Okay.
And then slip through.
Okay. So you are now back in the other room?
Yeah. Okay. I would like to do a slightly more thorough investigation of all of the paintings.
Okay.
And can you type out just race and synopsis of each painting, or just paste it into notes or something?
So,
because I know we have the dwarf and the dragonborn. Who else are we looking for?
Female dragonborn. A tall male tiefling. A male shield dwarf, which is Volthrax, and then a moon elf. Female.
Okay.
Looking at her own reflection.
Yes.
It makes me think of the
blind lady looking in the mirror.
Kind of. Honestly, I'm gonna ask them to describe the elves. All of the elves that they see, I want them to describe them to me, because this particular painting is sitting out to me for some reason. Both in character and out of character. Not sure what reason. Maybe it's because it makes me think of the
give me just a second,
Echo.
guys. There's a phone call I need to take real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be right back as well. I gotta take my medicines.
Okay. I gotta take another bite of this burrito.
While he's gone, does detect magic work on people who've cast magic on themselves?
Presumably.
Because I have a hypothesis, and I want to cast detect magic to see if I'm right. But I don't know if it would work like that.
I get it might tell you that there is magic involved on a person, but it won't tell you specifically. I mean, it'll give you a general
It'll tell
class.
me the class though, and that I think will answer my question.
Okay.
My guess
If
is,
it works like that.
yeah.
Um,
My guess is ask the DM.
DN. Does detect magic work on spells cast on people?
it works on any active magic, doesn't it?
So I'm gonna go with yeah, probably.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Okay.
Let me look at the spell to confirm.
I can just display what it says.
The presence of magic within 30 feet of you sense magic. In this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn the school of magic, if any.
Okay. I'm going to... Is there... If I could stealthily do it in this tree? Okay, it would take me
Verbal
10 minutes
somatic.
to cast it. Yeah, I think I would
Do
just
you have to
go
cast
like
it
up
as
on the
a
roof or
ritual?
somewhere. Yeah, I can only do it as a ritual.
Okay.
I think I would go like up on the roof or somewhere, like out of sight of everybody.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah, you can cast it.
So yeah, I'm gonna go like up on the roof up here where nobody could see me, and cast detect magic.
Okay.
And I'm going to, on the painting with the elf chick, I'm going to ritual cast identify. Basically, by time the identify goes off, I'll be close to the end of invisibility anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Are there windows in this room at all?
There's none.
I guess there's no windows. Okay, that's fine. I can still get out. I'll be fine.
So whenever the 10 minutes is up, Dan, just let me know and I'll keep doing it.
Okay.
Same with my identify. So like basically we're both in limbo for 10 minutes. Hey Tenzin, what are you up to? Sorry, I'll let the DM.
My tea's taking its medicine.
Okay.
Pasha, what are you doing?
Tasha was BRB also.
Oh,
I don't know if she's back
but
yet.
he's gone.
Everyone.
Oh yeah, I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back.
Before I cast that, I'm going to ask Pasha, does your wolf smell anything out of the ordinary?
Does my wolf smell anything out of the ordinary, DM?
Well,
I would assume he would have heightened smell.
well,
would-
he does have heightened senses, but the thing is
I've been sitting in the entrance to a Sephora. Sorry. My nose burns just thinking about it.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm back.
Welcome
Hello.
back.
Thank you. Oh my god.
As
thank
far as
you
you know,
Okay, so what happened while I was gone? I see detect magic and then identify.
they're
Yeah.
attempting to identify the painting, and Nico is casting detect magic.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to see what you will learn, if anything.
One of the things that it says, and this is entirely depending on how you do, how you want to rule it, but if you instead touch like a creature, you learn what spells are currently affecting it. That's kind of what she's gaining. She's like, she knows that there's some connection, something magical about the paintings. She just wants to find out as much about it as she can.
Okay.
And this is the painting of the elf. Would ritual casting break my invisibility? I feel like ritual casting shouldn't.
It would.
Yeah, I
If
think it
it's
would.
normal invisibility, any casting,
Any
action.
I know, but
technically
honestly.
you would have actually broken your invisibility, but I was just letting you have it for.
well, that's the thing. Is like I'm invisible so long as I don't interact with anything. Is dumb. I
You
mean,
can like open doors and stuff. You just can't like
right?
attack or
Or break a window,
use spells or anything.
or use a tool to delicately open a window.
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
Well, I mean, he let me stay invisible, so I'm going to appreciate it. I'm like I said earlier, I'm fine losing my invisibility.
It just
when I
says
cast
it
it
ends if you attack or cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not attacking by using a tool.
Okay. Okay, so the detect magic and the identify go off. The only spell that you can tell that is affecting the painting, Artie, there seems to be some kind of compulsion spell. You don't know what it does, but or what kind of compulsion it is causing, but
Would identify also give me like a school of magic? Let's see.
Well, if it's a magic item, identify tells you what it is.
Yeah.
If you learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn what spell created it. So by learning that there is just some sort of compulsion magic, some sort of charm, I assume, enchantment.
Yes, enchantment.
Magic on it. But the object itself is mundane.
From what identify can tell you, yes.
She's gonna cast detect magic. She's actually just casting it with a spell slot this time since her invisibility's down, and she just wants to. She's gonna look for runes, glyphs, any sort of magical writing, because she knows how enchantment works. She wants to try and destroy the enchantment, break the enchantment without actually damaging the painting at all. And she's using cast detect magic so that she can have basically that extra help on finding arcane runes.
Okay.
May I roll like an arcana to try and... My hope was, by casting that spell, that I would give myself advantage.
On
trying to identify the source of the magic that is what's tethering the magic to the object, because that's how enchanting works. At least that's how I believe enchanting works. But Artie would know.
The whole painting is radiating the enchantment when you cast detect magic. But that's the only school of magic that you are detecting from it.
And that's in all of them?
That's in all of them.
Because I can look around the whole room now.
Yep.
We can go back to the others and see what they're up to.
Okay, Nico?
I'm also BRB.
Has it been 10 minutes?
Yes, it's been the 10 minutes.
I will stealth back down to within 30 feet of them.
Okay. There is illusion magic surrounding all three of them.
Even the dog?
Yep.
I knew it.
These people are not who they say they are. They are hiding their true forms. Even this ferocious beast.
What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna move over back to the other room. Is that lady still hanging out?
Yeah, she's still in there.
Can I? What is the ceiling? Is it like rafters or like something? Like, would I be able to get above her?
You could technically get above her, yeah.
Okay, I want to get above her to detect on her.
Go ahead and roll a stealth. Because I assume you're trying to do it stealthily.
Yeah. I'm just flying like in her face. 25.
25. Okay. Can she even get high enough to see you? Nope, she can't. Okay. She has illusion as well. As well as the guy in the entryway. When you were passing over to
The
get
guy out here did too.
Mm-hmm.
Is it also illusion?
It is.
Okay. What about the rest of the people around?
I have a weird question.
It seems that all of the staff that work here seem to have illusion magic on them.
Okay.
I assume you relay that information?
Yeah. While I still have this up, I'm going to stealthily try to look around and see who else is here.
Okay.
If there's any open rooms, I'll peek inside.
Yeah. As you peek in that room, you see a... What room is that on the map? Sorry. Where's the map? That is...
It looks like an elf to me. What's a moon elf look like? Said it was a moon elf?
Pale elf. White
that
skin,
is-
white hair, yellow eyes.
It looks like a drow, actually.
That is a drow, actually. They are not radiating illusion.
Okay. They're not radiating any magic at all? Let me look.
And while you're looking, I have a question. If you for a lot of illusion magic and charm magic, once you know it's there, you have the option to look through it or try and see through it.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the same in your world?
I
guess Artie would be like, well, once you know it's an illusion, you might be able to see through it if you concentrate really hard. Hint, hint, try and look through it if you can. But she's in another room, so she can't look right now.
You would have to disrupt the magic somehow to be able to. You know it's an illusion, so like if you like touch them and you can see the things that happen. Like you can pass through the illusion, not realizing it. That it.
You should just randomly dive bomb someone.
But you're not gonna be able, without disrupting the magic, like actually like dispelling it, you're not gonna be able to see what's behind it.
Okay.
Is this another room up here?
There's another room up here. That person has illusion. Twin. He has illusion magic around him.
Oh my god. The other guy? The guy in the other room?
The drow?
Oh, he was the staff guy.
The drow does not.
The one that looks like him.
Yes. The one behind the bar?
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Hey,
so far, everyone except for the guests and that drow have illusion magic around them.
Okay. Oh, that's outside.
I wonder if they're all secretly drow.
There's a door here.
There is, because I don't see it on the map.
It's hidden.
The door's hidden? So I'm not
yeah,
supposed to
I don't
see
know. I don't know what happened on the map.
Oh, it's supposed to be visible? But
yeah. There's illusion magic. She's making a bed. There's illusion magic around her.
It's a nice room.
Yep. Yes, it is.
Guessing that's Gianna's room. Oh, he's got a triplet. Fuck. Is this guy?
Illusion. This guy walks out of the hallway. A kobold. He does not have illusion.
Delicious.
He has 2 daggers and he's stabbing in
I'm trying to
celebration.
ignore Pasha's cannibalism in my head.
Does he have legs?
Yes, he does.
I'm not
Delicious.
That little kobold has 2 daggers constantly, and he's like stabbing in excitement all the time.
Is he wearing red shoes or something?
No.
What's he doing? Is he just walking around?
He just exited the room and he's headed up this way.
This room?
You hear that guy deep sigh, and he says Gorndolf for some reason.
He starts crying.
Mm-hmm.
I'll kill you, Tessie. Is this the room he came out of?
Yeah.
Right. And there's no other magic in any of these rooms, right?
Not that you can tell. Not that you see.
I think I would go in enough to detect
Yeah.
each of the rooms really quick, just to get.
Yeah. No, you can. It seems to only be the staff minus a few people that are surrounded by illusion magic.
Well, okay. What was this guy over here doing?
He was making a bed too.
Okay. Everybody's making beds.
He's housekeeping.
A lot of sleeping going on. I'm gonna go back to this big room.
Okay.
And other than like searching it through detect magic, I'm just gonna also investigate the room.
Okay. Roll an investigation. 13.
And I'm gonna add d6, 8, whatever to that.
17.
17.
Okay. It just appears to be an empty room that's being prepared for guests.
Okay, so these are guest rooms. Okay. Was that all the rooms except for that one like kitchen one behind that guy?
Yeah, more or less.
Where was the door at over here?
That's fine. Just go through there.
Oh.
There
is this a closed door?
That is a closed door, yes, technically.
But the other ones were like archways, right?
Oh, the doors were open. But they were like arches. But they did have doors on them, but the doors were all open.
Okay. If this one was closed, I think I would listen to it to make sure that if anybody's in there.
Roll perception.
Barge in. I know they're in there because I accidentally looked.
You hear noise of things being moved around inside.
I can detect through wood, right? Because it's not 3 feet thick.
Yep. There is an aura of illusion inside.
Okay. So I'm just gonna assume there's another person.
So from your count, there is 6, 7, 8, 9 humanoids with illusion magic. No, 10 humanoids with illusion magic and 1 animal. And then there is 2 individuals that seem to be working that do not. And then all the guests, which there is currently, I believe, 4.
Okay. I will, as I was doing this, describe each person, other than the ones that we already knew, and say that they've got the illusion on them.
Okay.
Is this a door over here, or is that just...
That's just a piece of the wall.
Okay.
Let's switch back over to Artie. Artie.
Hi.
So
Artie is no longer invisible. I'm going to back all the way up to like here, hiding behind this broken barrel, and use Mage Hand to try and pull the painting off of the wall.
Okay.
Mostly, the first thing she's going to do is slip the Mage Hand underneath it and just kind of pull and wiggle and see if it is booby-trapped.
Okay. Nothing seems to happen.
And then she's just going to take it off and set it next to the wall.
Okay.
Right below where it was.
It'll come off the wall.
Okay. She's going to go up, she's going to inspect the back of the painting as well.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a check. Let me see what kind.
Arcana or investigation. It's a +8 either way. They're both intelligence and I'm proficient, so.
I'm just trying to see.
Unless it's something completely else, which you're totally welcome to do.
Did you roll your Arcana on the painting already?
I rolled high Arcana earlier. I mean, I haven't actually rolled Arcana on it since we were in the other room.
Okay.
Or like I came into this room and I rolled Arcana and then I went back and then I came back. So like I rolled Arcana multiple times today, so I don't know which.
Okay. I don't know which one was for the painting if you did. Yeah, I think you said you were going to but you decided to do Identify instead.
I think that's what happened. I just rolled an Arcana now for 21 if you want to use that.
When I get out to here, I'm gonna ask Artie which tower she's in, or which building.
I'm well, I mean, I'm right here. I can ping, but that's not going to help you.
Or the square one?
Round one. Big round tower, I tell him.
Because he's coming over here to continue checking it out. Where's the damn door? Is this it?
Okay. With that Arcana check, you understand that this painting is a cursed object. Do you want to spend time studying it to try to figure out what's going on?
I mean, that's not even a question. She's absolutely going to study this cursed magical item. Like,
Okay.
that's like, you guys have noticed that she's gone quiet? Not like absent, just like thinking to herself, and that's probably worrisome because you guys know what happens when she goes quiet. She has plans and she's thinking. But she will tell you that that the paintings are cursed and she's going to spend some time investigating it.
Okay. Okay. Let's go back to everyone else while you study the paintings.
Honestly, if you guys just like leave and then come back tonight, we can pull this heist. Wait, no. Wrong campaign. I'm kidding. It was a joke.
I was muted, but I laughed. I just want
Good.
you to know. I was muted and I went, because I remember that happening exactly.
We already got what's his name here.
Yeah, Olo's here. We can just recruit him.
Wow.
Yeah.
And a
Pasha, your
tiefling. Oh my
grandson
god,
now.
is the tiefling Bastion? Because that would be funny.
Tenzin, while you're waiting at the bar, you see Morgana and two of the patrons get up and begin to leave.
You don't have to rush her. The longer I have to read over this before anyone interrupts, the better. I say reading the
they just leave? So
They-
I asked the bartender.
He's guiding them. She's taking them somewhere.
I say to the bartender, I said, I thought I had an appointment with Lady Morgana. Do you expect she'll be long?
Well, when she has settled the guests, if she said she would be back, she'll be back.
That was helpful. I say with a definite tone.
Not helpful.
I mean, I guess I just would sort of like walk that way and turn the corner, like just sort of look around and see like what the hell.
She goes through. She had. She was through the door over here and is taking the guests off.
Wait, there's a door here?
Yeah, there's a
or
door
is it
there.
this? Okay. I think I'll say like I'll say in the group chat, I'll say she just left, and didn't give any sort of inclination that she'd be coming back to continue our conversation. I know you guys need time, but how should I play this?
Taking care of those guests first.
Yes, but I was led to believe that it was all gonna be right there. I mean, how long should I play up the fact that I'm like looking for this person? I'm sort of a investigator.
I'm worried that we're pushing a little too hard and that they're gonna try and kill us. Well, I mean, they're already gonna try and kill you guys, but like, you might make nice with them and be a little bit more patient and nice. That gives me more time, but then also maybe less likely for them to kill you. Or you could tell them you got a sending message and that they actually are having us call off the investigation and they might just let you leave. Maybe. Probably not. I'm not saying we should actually leave. I'm just throwing these ideas out there.
Yeah, no, Nico, could you craft a letter and fly it to me saying that the person that Falthrax turned up and the investigation is concluded?
They'll know you're lying if you say you turned up. You just say that whoever it was called off the investigation and you don't know why.
When
you got your money, so.
When you asked Nico, you said Nico craft a letter, right?
Yes.
You get because we're all telepathically connected, a silent but like blinking look at you is what you feel. Just like,
can you not write?
Why would you assume that I could write?
Because you can do so. You talk.
Yes, there's not much use for owls to write.
I mean, if he's got a human friend or humanoid friend with him, he doesn't need to write.
The speaking was a magical enhancement. It's not. What would I?
No, I understand. I understand.
He like looks down at his feathers like.
No, I understand. That was a poor ask, and that's on me.
I physically can. I am not talented in doing so.
I
understand. But we will need a letter delivered. I'm not sure if they'll believe a telepathic message came in. That seems a little too convenient. But if we had something more physical,
I would write it, but I'm too busy trying to unlock the curse of this beautiful painting.
Pasha, do you know how to write?
Yes, I can write.
Okay, if you could write that note and then somehow deliver it to Nico and have Nico deliver it to me, then it would, I think, pass off as a little bit more legitimate.
Okay.
You want me to fly in like a delivery owl?
Or just to the front desk with the envelope addressed to me.
Pasha will like nod at Baston, and then he'll kind of like start doing like a dance in front of the front desk, and then she'll be like, "Oh, I must take him outside. Excuse me," like in front of the person.
I love it.
Yeah, and then she'll go outside and write it up.
Okay.
Baston won't actually need to go potty, but
He
I
will
mean-
anyways, probably. He's a wolf.
I
Marking
moved
his
you outside.
territory and such.
Dan, am I getting anything from this person?
No.
So I go back and I take her spot. Oh, is that person actually still there?
That one's yeah, that one's chilling.
No, I just strike up casual conversation with them.
Okay.
Nothing of any sort of value, unless you want to roleplay it. I'm just like, just talking.
He is a gnome.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of talking to him, you learn that he has come to the bathhouse to sell the owners a collection of cleaning gadgets.
Ooh.
Is it fucking Burble? Because that sounds like the shit you would do.
It's absolutely Burble running a scam.
You have no idea.
What's his hair look like?
What does this gnome look like?
It's brown right now. He's getting a little older in age, but
is it like kind of sticking up all over the place? Does he look like Bernie Sanders in a windstorm?
Oh, good call. Good question. Bernie Sanders in a windstorm is the most visual explanation, and like everybody can pick that. Like anybody can understand.
And it's so funny because like, wow.
Bernie Sanders in a windstorm.
I think we've all seen a picture of that somewhere in our heads,
had to.
at least.
If we haven't seen it, we can at least formulate what it would look like.
It comes so naturally, I swear to God, I must have seen it.
I completely agree with you.
It's like that one ad.
I dig into sort of what his cleaning like items and cleaning products are and just sort of let him talk.
Yeah, he just keeps talking at you. He's like, "Are you interested in purchasing?"
Ooh.
I'm not sure. Tell me a little bit more about some of the items and products that that you have.
He then begins talking about this thing that it has a magic stone on it, and then there's a long extendy stick that you can slide it along the bottom of a large body of water, and it cleans everything it touches.
Oh my God.
Hold on. A stone that has like an extendable pole?
Yes.
And it cleans the bottom of pools?
Yes.
Pool vacuum?
Did you invent a D&D pool vacuum, Dan?
Maybe.
He didn't. He didn't. Burble did.
I say I'm not. I don't know if that's the specific product that would work the best for our line of work.
Ask them if they have any other cool stuff.
Yeah, what else? What other sort of like inventions and gadgets have you come up with? This is all fascinating.
he then pulls out a little jar that has like a clear liquid in it, and he's like, this is a slime that I've cultivated to eat dirt and grime.
Is it a pet slime? Like, I could have a pet slime living in a jar in my pocket? Artie is saying in your head.
I'm so desperately trying to tune it out because I can't hear the guy. I'm like, sorry, one more time. I just got a little, little lost in my thoughts.
But he's like, watch this, and then he like reaches down and like scrapes his nails across the bottom of his shoe, and you see like he's got like a bunch of dirt and grime under his nails, and he takes a cup and he dumps out the water. He then, he drinks the water real quick, and then he opens the bottle and pours the liquid in, and then he's like, what? He's like, look, and he shows his fingers, and then he plunges his hand into the cup, and you kind of see him like a little like disgruntled look on his face for a second, and then he brings his hands up, and you kind of watch as like it's almost like sticky gum, and then all of a sudden it slops off and falls back into the cup, and then you can see that there's no grime under his fingernails anymore.
I'll break your whole stalk.
I want one.
That is, wow, I've never seen anything quite like that. I'd love to purchase one.
He then moves his fingers a little bit, and you see the skin begin to crack a little bit, and like a little bit of blood.
Just a slime.
Well, does that happen every time?
He's like, yeah, I need to cultivate it a little further, but it's a work in progress.
I want it.
He definitely cleans out the cups as he like hangs it and pours it back into the bottle and stoppers it. He's like, he then shows you the cup, and it's completely like spot free.
Wow.
I want it so bad.
And the enamel coating, it's gone.
I know plenty of tavern keepers that would find this slime substance almost invaluable.
Yes, that's why I'm working on cultivating it further, so it is more friendly to everyday use.
Nico, you're hearing in your head, if you don't steal that for me, I am going to poison every rat you eat. Wait, no, I would never do that. I'm sorry for threatening you. I wouldn't do that, but seriously, you should steal that ooze for me, because I want it so bad. Bad.
He's
I'm not there.
I don't know where or why you're not there, but you should go there and steal it. Don't you have a letter to be delivering?
I'm busy investigating this tower.
Oh, that's right.
And I say in my head while still talking to the gnomish guy, let's focus on the task at hand.
Oh, that's right.
I'm playing a role right now. I don't intend to buy any of the cleaning products from the gnome.
But
oh
yeah,
my
no,
God.
he just continues going on about a bunch of different gadgets and things, like all these different things that he has.
Yes, he sounds like a crackpot to me.
Artie is going to put the painting back. She's going to leave through that tiny crack and try and stealth her way out, and she's going to go find this guy with the potion of ooze. I want an ooze. I want a pet ooze, goddammit.
So you're
She's
shopping.
literally leaving right now
You're
to go
going
find
to
an
out
ooze.
yourself? You've been hidden this entire time. Nobody knows you're here. And you're going to out yourself to buy an ooze.
Tenzin, did you relay the information of the ooze to her?
Yeah, you can't just.
You know what? No, I wouldn't. I would just because I'm just playing a role. I'm not like.
You wouldn't have been like, wow, this guy has a pet ooze.
No,
right.
Tenzin definitely would not.
Fine.
No chance. He was relaying a piece of information that has nothing to do with rescuing these people.
I'm just gonna be a metagaming pigeon for a second and say that oozes can eat things. And
I know what it is, but I just don't.
If you,
I think it's not as effective as the guy is saying, and it'll die or something. He's obviously peddling me something, and I'm not.
It's probably just a snake oil ooze.
Something like that.
I mean, it worked. It just ate part of his finger.
Can I roll insight? Can I roll insight to see if he's just trying to like scam me on something,
Sure.
or if this is all real?
I mean,
18.
He appears to be telling the truth. He unfortunately is definitely trying to sell an incomplete product with the ooze, but
I'm so sad that I'm not there for this. Since I don't know about the ooze, I am in fact still working on my cursed painting. She's not actually trying to break the curse, she's just trying to get an understanding of how it works.
Yep.
She's like reading the programming behind the code. Or the code behind the program.
At this point, the telepathy would end. Unless you want to keep it. Unless you want... Can you extend it?
I can use an extra die to extend it.
Can you extend it, or do you have to be able to see everyone to extend it?
No, I just extend it.
So another 3 hours?
Hold on, let me read it.
You have to roll a D8. And he got, he did! He got a
all energy. Oh, never mind. I have to use it again, and it uses a die this time. So no, I have to see them.
You have to be able to see them. Okay. So
I think right before it expires, I would say it's about to expire.
Okay. You let everyone know that it's going away.
Yep.
Okay. So currently everyone is split up, and you no longer have a way to contact each other.
But I do know I should be expecting a letter from Nico soon.
I would, before the detect magic expires, go up and just check the dwarf as well.
I feel like as soon as I was done writing the letter, I would have like told Nico that it was like in the hole of a tree nearby.
Nice.
Okay. The dwarf does not seem to have any magic on him.
Okay. So I'm going up over all the buildings and stuff. Ignore me.
Okay, that's fine.
To wherever she described this tree is at.
Okay.
It's the tree with the branch that looks like a penis.
It's a forest. I'm not going to search for a penis tree. I don't have time for that.
What do owl penises even look like? I don't even know, man. Sorry, shit just got real weird up in my very tiny brain.
It's not good. Trust me.
Do I have to... Is she out there still?
Pasha?
Yeah.
I assume she probably would have started heading in.
Okay, so as I'm flying over the building, I'll just go to wherever she's coming from, so that I can find it.
Okay.
I mean, you could still ask her where it is.
I have to be within 60 feet to do it. To talk to her.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
I'm like 100 feet up in the air. I would... Dearden's just like hanging out outside, right?
He has... He's just gone into the forest.
We don't see him? Okay.
He said he told you guys that he would be on the trail going back down the forest. But he didn't want to be a part of this.
Okay.
At the moment.
So does Baston not smell anything? Because I don't think we actually finished it.
It smells clean. There's not too many smells. He doesn't seem to be reacting weird. You can't really communicate with him without magic, so you wouldn't really know.
Oh, okay.
But he's not reacting.
Oh, he's not a familiar. I'm stupid. I was thinking horsey. Whatever. Do I find the letter?
Make a perception. Did you hide it, Pasha?
Well, I rolled a 24.
Yes, I told him where it was.
Okay, yeah. So you find it.
Okay. So I'm just holding this letter in my beak, and I just fly in and land on this guy's desk, and I'm just staring at him with it in my beak.
Kind of like that GIF.
Like the GIF, yeah.
Okay. He'll be like, oh. He'll take it.
Does he reach his hand out for it?
Yes, he does.
I will snap at his hand.
Okay.
Incidentally, dropping the letter.
Okay.
Like after he takes it from my beak, I will snap at him.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Careful, they bite.
It's an arm strike, I guess.
He'll.
No, it's a bite attack. You have +6.
You'll nip at him, but he'll dodge his hand out of the way, and you'll miss him.
I'll just stand there staring at him.
Okay. He'll be like, off you go. And he'll look at the letter.
I'll just click my beak at him, like, no.
He's expecting a tip. I'm kidding, but not.
That's exactly what he's expecting.
I
Oh
mean, I
my
knew what he
God,
wanted.
This is ludicrous.
Like, I'm not there, so I can't
He's a
relate it.
delivery owl. He wants his.
He's not a. He wants a tip.
I told you.
I'll hold
Oh,
up
that is
I'll hold up a
hilarious.
claw like I'm expecting a tip.
Postage paid upon receipt. Damn it. Now the owl's gonna mug you.
Make a wisdom save.
Oh
Save.
no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh man.
He says leave.
Oh no.
Your
How
next
does
turn, you have to
Miko
leave.
interpret that?
I mean, you could leave and then immediately turn around and come back. Just saying.
That is true.
Okay.
Which, all things considered, your character probably would. Because your character's that kind of guy. At least I feel like.
Okay.
From what I learned of him.
But yes.
Okay. Yeah. So
I can talk to Bastion.
he'll just fly out, I guess.
Okay.
on his turn.
He'll take the letter and he'll walk into his room and be like, "Is there a Tenzin present?" Because what would you have written on the outside, Pasha? Or would you have written anything on the outside?
I think I had already presented myself as Tenzin to these folks.
Yeah.
Did you introduce yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was first introducing myself to the
Okay.
guy, I think I introduced myself as Tenzin and said
Okay.
what we're doing here.
He'll walk up and be like, "You're Tenzin, right?"
Yes, yes.
He'll hand you the letter.
Oh, thank you very much.
And then he'll walk
flip
away.
Him I was going to flip him a copper for the owl.
Lol, he would have pocketed it.
By the time he comes back, I'm sitting on his desk again.
Okay.
Yeah, I will flip him a copper for the messenger. And I will deduct that from my, inventory.
Okay. He
glad I
won't
got
even
change
pay.
for that one
He won't
silver.
even be paying attention to it, and it'll clatter on the ground.
Okay, I just pick it up. I'm gonna give myself that copper back.
Okay.
I literally just took a copper out of my inventory and put a copper back into my inventory.
I love it.
That's how in character I am, YouTube. Do you understand the commitment?
Lol.
One copper.
I like that you broke character to talk
I'm-
to YouTube.
I
How in character
exist
you are.
as
Break character
Tenzin.
to explain it.
That's the only way I can. I can't. Tenzin doesn't know about YouTube
Lol.
or Disney.
I like. Oh. Man, I want an isekai D&D game where someone gets teleported into a D&D world, but they're also a huge D&D nerd, so they actually know how the world works better than most.
That would be so metagamey, though.
I mean, like,
Can you imagine, like a DM, like Matt Mercer being teleported into like the Forgotten Realms?
oh my god.
I mean, he would destroy that place. It would stand no chance against him. He knows it all.
He's a pretty
But I
smart
mean,
guy.
your skills and stuff would still be you. It's not
I
like
mean,
you can suddenly
presumably.
cast magic.
Yeah, and he's a wizard, dude.
Lol. I mean, you don't know Matt.
IRL.
I mean, you don't know his life.
Or he's
He
a
might be a
gunslinger. He
wizard.
is McCree.
Yeah, ow, shit. He
He
is.
does have the power of the dark sport, guys. Okay.
It's
Matt,
true,
when
he
you
does.
see this, just hit us up and
When you
finalize
see
the
this,
argument.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
He is Bob.
Why would you out him like that? He was trying to
Matt
be
Mercer is
incognito.
Bob.
One
Oh,
freaking
that's
viewer
so
is
funny.
Matt Mercer.
That's it. That's the premise I'm going on with the rest of this campaign.
That Matt is in fact watching us.
We are so far off course.
Oh my god.
Yes, we are.
Does
Artie's
he see me on the desk when he comes back?
Yeah, he just glances over at you and is like,
I'm just watching him.
He walks over to the two ladies that have just exited the courtyard. And he's like, he's like, yes. He will say, there's something up with the owl. It should not have returned, but
I mean, an owl wouldn't have understood his language.
I was gonna say, yeah, technically. Well, I mean, no, because you're obviously a trained owl. If you were delivering a letter and expecting a tip, you absolutely would have understood the language.
But I also would have known that I got my tip.
Right. I meant you were acting in line with a trained owl.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just trained delivery owl.
I mean, he is wearing like a little like
Leather armor.
Best thing.
Carrying a key for some reason on his belt.
Well,
Wait a minute,
no,
why does he have a
it's
belt?
you can't see the key.
Oh, I know, I'm teasing.
Okay.
Just the idea of an owl wearing a belt was very funny to me. Go on.
They will all continue through into this room here. Just talking amongst themselves. Ignoring the owl.
Can we say that Artie is... what has Artie learned about her painting? Spending however long this has been.
You need to spend an hour to discern what it is.
Sweet. She's just going to keep going.
Okay.
She has no concept of time anymore.
They're all going to walk up and around this way over here. Actually, no, they're gonna walk this way and go into the kitchen. My bad, sorry. I was trying to think of where they would go.
When they leave, because I didn't get his tip, I'm
yeah.
gonna poop on the desk and then
okay.
go hide somewhere.
Okay. We'll say that probably about an hour has passed at this point.
Yeah.
You learn, Artie, that these paintings are cursed.
Yes.
The canvas, let me see where it went. Sorry, just a sec. I need to find the details.
What page is it in the player's handbook? I'll just help you.
Lol.
Page number of the monster is. Which monster is this? I'll just help you with it.
Lol. The funny thing is, if he knew the page number off the top of his head, he could just look it up himself, you silly.
I know, but I'm just wanting to get answers. I want to know the secrets.
Lol.
Said it's in the player's handbook. Why would a monster be in the player's handbook?
I don't know what's in the player's handbook.
Can we also take a moment to appreciate that I'm looking at a painting,
Well-
not a monster? I mean,
True.
presumably. I did touch it, so.
Just what things could do this, not necessarily monster. Just what, who could do this? Thing.
Okay.
Who did this?
The painting is cursed. It appears to have some infernal
Do.
bargain deal aspect to it.
Oh! Is this a contract and she's going to use comprehend languages?
But you realize that kind of diving deep into it with your Arcana check that you had rolled earlier to study
yes.
it, that the painting can be destroyed, but the only way to destroy it would probably splashing it with fresh blood from a celestial.
Fresh celestial blood?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, is there any chance that I would be able to get these into my bag of holding? I know, okay, so here's the weirdness about bag of holding. I'm tiny, which means the opening to my bag of holding would also be tiny, but also it can fit regular sized things.
Yes.
So I don't know how we want to, talk that, but I don't know how big these paintings are.
I mean, if it's anything like magic armor, doesn't magic armor fit its wearer, automatically?
Lol.
The painting is too big to fit into the bag of holding.
Well, shit. Okay. Interesting that they have a... Interesting. I'm thinking of all sorts of different things. Can Artie make a... Does Artie know anyone with celestial blood? Can I make a roll, like a D100, to see if she knows any Asimars or anything?
You would know that it needs to be a full-blooded celestial.
Oh, so we need to go find Zill. Gotcha. Okay. Well, now that I know how to destroy the curses,
You said you needed celestial blood?
Uh-huh.
Dan, can we jump into whispers real quick? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm the son of Pelor. Wait.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Zill is kind of the OP right now. Wait. Not OP. Her blood would be perfect right now. That would be so funny if I just happened to, if we ran into this situation and I was Zill. I'm just like, blood. Here, have some blood. Anyway, so she's gonna have to, she's kind of at a loss of what she can do now. Interesting. She's gonna sneak out of the building. She's gonna sneak back into the room that has the dwarf. She's gonna be very quiet
and stay low to the ground. And she's so small that she's like below the average height or the average eye line area.
Okay. Make a stealth check for me.
I still have advantage because of my armor, my stealth armor. 16. And I know where the thing is.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm also keeping like away from it.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to. Are you going up or down?
I'm going out the same hole in the window that I came in. Wait, shit. I have to go up to get out that window. Okay. Yeah, she'll stay. She'll come over to this corner where she is now. She'll go all the way up to the ceiling and basically laying flat on the ceiling, very slowly fly in a circle this direction. So that she's keeping an eye as soon as this thing comes into line of sight to see if it reacts to her.
Okay. It does not appear to be reacting.
Okay. Then she's gonna go back up and then out the same hole that she left before.
Okay. I'm just gonna throw you on this side of the.
And she's gonna go find her crew.
Okay.
She's gonna go back to the front desk, wherever that is. I can't. We'd put me on the front desk. I can't get zoomed to the front desk. Aha! Sweet. And she's still being relatively subtle and stealthy, but not like invisible. I don't know where Tenzin is. But I get back to the rest of the group, at least.
Tenzin's further into the room. You could probably see him.
Oh, there he is. I just didn't have my map over.
Okay.
I will come very, very quietly relay the message to these two that I found paintings. They're cursed. They can be destroyed with celestial blood. I get the feeling there's probably other ways, but as far as actually destroying that magical item, that's how you do it.
You feel like you could possibly destroy it just by like smashing it, but
right,
it might
to nullify them.
It might have backlash.
Yeah, that's part of the reason she didn't want to like damage the paintings, because she's like, we could just break them, but that would probably hurt the people they're tethered to. Anyway, she relays all of that to everyone here, and then sees Tenzin way over there. And she's going to fly again. This time she's going really close to the ground. She's going to come over past this, near the ground, so that this guy can't see her. And then over towards where Tenzin is. All being very stealthy at this.
Okay.
And she's going to relay the same information to Tenzin.
Okay. So, right now it is 9:20. Do we want to continue for a little bit, or do we want to call it for the evening?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little tired and having trouble concentrating.
I do have to get up early tomorrow, so I would prefer stopping sooner rather than later.
We could do this now, and then next week, maybe Dearden will be able to rejoin us and be like, he just had to take an hour-long break in the woods.
Yeah.
To center himself, and now he's back.
Yep. How's everyone feel about that?
Yeah, it works for me.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys learned quite a bit.
We did. Out of character, just as a note, I will probably fill in Dearden on the information that we missed out of character, or the stuff that he missed out of character, so that next week during recap it is quick and easy and we don't have to explain it on air. Just so that we're not doing it over the recording and everything. If that's it'll make it easier that way.
That's fine. I'll just give a quick recap at the start of the session, and yeah.
Perfect.
There is a possibility that I won't be